All right, people, we are back, and it is the last day. I feel like we're doing okay in this challenge. It's a non-best hand match point challenge that we're playing with the robots, and it feels like we're on okay ground so far. I mean, we could be losing by a ton, but it doesn't feel like that, right? So here, it's pass a heart to us. This is what a spade overcall looks like in heaven. This is magic. We have a perfect suit. We're okay overcalling at the 1 level with this hand, and when partner doesn't Q-bid, we are not going any further. Beautiful. Okay, so here it might look terrible, but guess what? You're only at the 2 level. This is why you stay low with these hands. So it's automatic to play low here. Either you're seeing the ace to your right, or you're seeing this. They're going to take the queen and the ace. Here, there's no reason to be ducking any of these things. We want to get to dummy in order to take a spade finesse, and we will do that right away. And that will lose. Pretty normal. It seems like that is the way it goes. And nothing we can do here. They're taking some tricks. The question is, how many clubs will they take? Let's hope clubs are breaking evenly. We're still down 1 at least. There we go. Clubs broke. Spades break? No. Wow, spade lefty at king 10, 4th of spades. Amazing. We're going to go down 2 on this one. Here it goes, queen of spades. They're destined to get another spade, and the ace of diamonds is always coming to them as well. Here they're trying to do whatever, but the left-hand opponent will very likely come down to their last spade, which is the 10. And there's down 2, but guess what, folks? Down 2 is good bridge in many circles, especially non-vulnerable. This shows you the power and the beauty of a non-vulnerable position at the table. We would get in here with a worse hand, right? But we're certainly okay being at the 2 level, even though we can't make it. Because let's take a look. If we allow the opponents to play 2 hearts, how are they doing? They're doing plus 110 or better, folks, right? And as bad as 2 spades was for us, that means 2 hearts is just good for them, right? So in these cases, folks, this is a spot where we are so happy to be down 2 for only minus 100, especially because we're playing match points, right? We're playing match points. That 10 little point will really matter if the other opponents are playing 2 hearts. I think, can't they make 3? They lose 1 heart, 1 spade, and no, it looks, 1 diamond, 1 club. I think they might have a loser in every suit, and maybe not if they're able to, well, no, the pitch isn't really going to make a huge difference. So here, an interesting hand. They actually do get 1 pitch on the king of spades, so they might pitch a diamond and not lose any diamonds. So here, it looks like minus 100 would be a really good score. Okay, last chance to excel, board 10 before we see our result. Here, we'll make your bet, folks. What would you do if you were sitting with this hand? I mean, you best be opening 3 spades, folks. This is the spot where, even though the suit isn't ideal, it is a spot where we just can't avoid preempting. Partner makes a forcing bid. Make sure you recognize this. Partner is absolutely forcing. And that's because they bid a new suit and they're an unpassed hand. Partner has a ridiculous hand and I want to shoot them. 3, 2, 1. I hate my partner right now so much, I just can't describe it to you. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate anyone. I'm disappointed in the robot. And this, if you played in last Friday's game, this is kind of, it's almost like a terrible flashback. Because in the Friday duplicate game we played, which we play every week on YouTube and on Bridge Base, there was a hand that the robot was 7-6 in the minors. They had 13 cards in the minors and never bid. This is almost as egregious, right? So first of all, bid some diamonds and then bid 5 clubs, right? And now your partner knows you have a ridiculous hand and you don't want to play in spades. I mean, the fact that they bid 4 clubs and passed 4 spades just boggles my mind, right? They could make a slam in their own hand. They could make 6 diamonds. If I have... okay, all right. Take a breath, Rob. Okay. We need a serious discussion about training the robots to act properly with 13 cards or 12 cards and 2 suits. I'm just saying. It needs to be on so it's not going to happen that often, but when it does, you gotta come alive. Like 6-5 come alive, 7-6, 6-6, just go insane. Don't just come alive. But okay, we'll take our lumps here. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. What the heck is the robot going to do on this one is my question. All right, so I'm kind of just trying to get away back to my hand safely. I could have roughed anything here, but I'm getting rid of a diamond here because I think it looked like they were getting ready to rough this anyway, and I'll play another club. Why not? Let's hope it survives. I don't really care now. I'm so tilted with the robot. All right, so here we're just going to draw trump. I'm hoping West kind of was playing. Yeah, there we go. That was good for us. We traded a trick with that like low ruff on this one, and here maybe we're only going down one. It's pretty small thing when we could just make 6 diamonds on this hand. Okay. Maybe we weren't making 6 diamonds unless we get a couple of those roughs, or they don't lead a heart. All right, let's see how we did. Nice. Oh, we chopped the last board. Thank you, Robot. Thank you for bidding it just as badly at both tables. Consistency matters, Mr. Robot. Appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at some of these boards before we call it a day, but happy. This felt pretty good. It just looks like we had one bad board. Board 5, we apparently, and we knew this actually. Yeah, the robot did bad. This board 5, and sorry, let me get you to the right screen, folks, and let you see what I'm talking about here. All right, so board 5 was this one, where we just basically were defending 4 spades, and I think we had a chance to get it 2 tricks at some point, or maybe no, this wasn't the one I was thinking of. So this is our table over here, and let's take a look at what the robot did at their table. I think I can see why. This was where we opened super light and then made a support double. The other table, I would guess, didn't open our hand. Yeah. So now they just had kind of a normal auction to 4 spades. And on this lay of the cards, it went club on the opening lead. And here is the other alternative to the line that we took, right? So as we were playing this, we kind of just let them rough, and then we could have over roughed for down 2. This is the one where if we had over roughed and just exited, we were likely to get it 2 tricks, and we only got it 1. So here they went the other route. They tried to get their rough, and then they got to pitch a heart, and here came a club rough. And now they're untangling the cards a little bit better for their side. And here comes a heart, which they get to over rough. And now they know that they don't want to lead diamonds, so they just exit a spade. And eventually they get at least 1 diamond trick. And it looks like that is the down 2 that they needed, right? So here at our table, this was where we got to this point, and I'm just going to kind of forward through it. This was my downfall here. After they played this club, and then it went heart. Here, if I over rough, right? We looked at this as we played it. We're getting it 2 tricks, right? So that was our only kind of, that was our only resulting kind of swing here. Here, interesting that they were in 3-0 on this one. And let's see. Oops, that's the wrong button there. All right, so 3-0 trump here is where they played. And here, oh man, that's terrible, folks. 11-15 with a solid 16 and king 10-9 4 of spades. Come on, robot. What are you doing there? All right, so here, odd choice. They still get to play 3-0, which is amazing because partner's hand is so good. And they bought a different lead. There it is. The diamond lead's actually pretty good for the robots. And now the squeeze is on, by the way. I mean, not really. They have 2 losers now. But here they get off to a much better lead against this contract, whereas our table, we simply just bombed 3-0, and they led a spade, which was much better for us. And this was the one where we almost squeezed them. If the jack of diamonds is in the west hand, we have a legit squeeze after they ducked 2 spades. So here, fun 100% there. The rest of them were just average or above average. Number 6, the robot, played 4 hearts. Wow. So here it went a diamond. We overcalled 2 clubs, and then we just once again bombed 3-0. Their table, they overcalled 2 clubs, and then wow, what happened? 3 diamonds was kind of a look for no trump. Very weird that the North player didn't bid 3-0. I mean, come on, you have the ace of diamonds, but they bid 3 hearts and 4 hearts. So that was robot on robot crime. We'll take that. The next board here, okay, 4 hearts in the west. That was fine. Chopped action. We kind of knew that. And here is the beauty. There was our auction, right? We doubled first. And I would guess at the other table, did they overcall 2 hearts? So here, you got to bid at least 3 hearts with this hand. You cannot undersell. This hand is too good for 2 hearts. Because remember, in the balancing seat, you're borrowing a king. So in the balancing seat, this 2-heart bid could be like a 7 or an 8 count in certain situations, right? So you really need to show a better hand somehow. You're choosing between 3 hearts, which is, again, a good full opening hand with this sort of suit, or you're doing what I did, which I think is automatic. You double, and then you bid hearts. And now you get to play 2 spades doubled, and you go plus 500 instead of plus 150. Okay? And last but not least, the last time we played 4 spades is a chop action 65. I mean, come on. Come on, robot. We got to be bidding more, even with partner preamps. And by the way, bid diamonds first, because then you get to bid clubs next. And now you're going to be telling partner. I mean, think of the logic, folks. I want you to just put yourself in the south hand and think of what happens when your partner hears that you say you have a 7-card suit and then forces you to bid by bidding a new suit at the 4 level. And then when you bid 4 spades, they bid another new suit at the 5 level. What kind of hand are you thinking partner has? That. That's what they're saying they have. And their hand is way too good to ever want to play spades. Their hand is almost, it can be worthless with all these aces and kings, but it is almost worthless in spades. But it's a bad beat that we preempted in front of them. I will grant it that, but come on, people. Come on, robots. Let's get together. Let's solve this. Let's solve this 12 and 13 card holdings in 2 suits without bidding, right? All right, so thanks a lot, folks. This was a lot of fun this week. I had a good time with these boards, and I think that's just non-best hand tournaments in general. It's just a little more interesting. We get a lot more discussion on topics that we don't touch on as often in those best handies. So we are back to business next week, and folks, don't forget, it's not November 14th yet, so I'm going to keep harping on it. Beginner class with me. 5 live classes and tons of other content that I share only with my beginning students. So a really comprehensive and cohesive course that I'm excited to bring to you. Get your friends, get your family, get anyone you know that's interested in learning bridge, and do it quickly because this will fill up, I'm guessing. I have a limited number of spots because it's my first of what I hope are many of these courses. So check it out, folks. I will see you either in that or back here for another challenge, which will be Volume 51. Let's get to 100, folks. I'll see you back here for that next week, folks. And until then, enjoy time either in games on BridgeBase or right here at lessons on bridgelesson.com or back here on YouTube. Thanks a lot, folks. See you then.